Hello, John Chung again, Brown Honda. Since I didn't get to show you the car, normally when you come to take delivery, I want to just give you a quick tour around the car. Let's take a quick look. This is the 2025 Honda Civic LX. Freshly washed again. It got pollen while it sat yesterday, so I wanted to make sure it was clean for you. Just looking around the car. I do have some recommendations. Wash it weekly. It'll stay looking sharp. And if you see anything get on it, like from trees, bird droppings, tree sap, make sure and get that off as soon as you can. Okay? You have a temp tag on there, which is good for 45 days. All right? You'll get some information in the mail on what to do about that. This is your key fob. Notice the lock at the top and unlock in the center. The middle one is press and hold to get the trunk open. And the bottom one is red. If you hold that, the alarm will sound. Okay? When you unlock the car, if you press the unlock once, it only unlocks the driver door. 2 presses unlocks all the doors. Okay? On the bottom of your trunk is a backup camera. I'll show you more about that in a minute. Okay? This is your trunk. This is a license plate bracket should you move to another state that requires a front license plate. And below here is your spare tire, your jack, and the needed accessories. Okay? We'll close the trunk. Also, while the car is unlocked, you can open the gas door. Very simple, by pressing, and it pops open. You shove the nozzle of the gas pump in there. You do not have a cap. No removable cap. When the car is locked, I will go ahead and lock it. The gas door will not open. Okay? Again, I'm going to push 2 times to unlock everything. We're going to hop in the car real quick. Notice here on your door, you have power windows, all 4. The front 2 are auto, which means if you push it fully hard all the way down, the window will go all the way down. If you push it partially, the window will stop when you stop pressing the window. The back 2 windows will go down as long as you hold the button. This knob turns off the power windows for the other people in the car. So only you will have control. And then you have the lock and unlock button, and then the mirror controls. You slide the L to adjust the driver outside mirror. This is how you adjust it, up, down, left, and right. And then you slide it to the right to adjust the passenger outside mirror. Okay? Up here in the car are your vents. This is the on-off for this vent and for the other side. Here is the brightness for your dashboard. Okay? This button is vehicle stability assist, which just has to do with traction control. You never really want to turn that off. And down here is the lever that you would pull from behind to open the front trunk. Okay? I'm sorry. Open the hood over the engine. Down here you have a few buttons. This one is the Econ button, which makes the engine not have quite as much power, but will give you a little bit better gas mileage. Think of it like a slower takeoff when the light turns green. All cars now have the feature where they will shut off at a light once the engine is warm and conditions are right. It'll shut off when you're fully stepping on the brake, and then when you release your foot off the brake, the car will start again. If you do not like that feature, this button that says A, this one right here, will turn that feature off and the engine will continue to run. You do have to press that button every time you restart the car. Cup holders, you have some USBs up here and a 12-volt power outlet. This USB on the left is used for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and this USB is just used for charging. I'm going to start the car so you can see some other controls. You step on the brake and you push the start button, as long as the key is in the car. Okay? Up here, you have your speedometer, your miles. The white lines at the bottom do indicate your fuel in the tank. It is full now, right now. The little white lines segments will disappear as you use gas. I'm going to go ahead and close the door. On the left side of the display, right now I have it showing range and your fuel economy. That can be changed with the home button. So if we press home, this is what comes up. To choose something else, we use this scroll wheel and we scroll this. And as you scroll, you're choosing different things to see in the car. Okay? For example, range and fuel. And once you are on the one you want, you simply press this scroll wheel in to select it. And then of course, your speedometer, your miles on the car, the exterior temperature. Here you have your headlight control on the left side of the steering wheel. It is in the auto position, so the headlights will come on automatically when it gets dark or when you're using your wipers. If you want to sit in the dark, like waiting for someone, just listening to the radio, you can turn this off, and now all the lights on the outside turn off. As soon as you take it out of park, they all come back on. Okay? Over here, the radio. So you have this button to turn on the radio, and the other button to tune. Okay? Down here, the radio button will cycle between FM and AM. Over here's your phone button, media, so if you're playing through the USB, and if you're playing through Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, your connect button. Over here on the steering wheel, we have a left and right arrows. They are used to scroll through the presets. So if I push the right arrow, it will go to the next preset. Push the left arrow, it goes back. Volume buttons. Volume button is here to go up and down. Source goes between FM, AM, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or USB, things like that. The talk button is used when you want to use your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and you could press the talk button for 2 seconds and then say the word, "Hey Siri," or "Hey Google." Horn, of course, is in the middle. Over here, you have a number of things. So this car has some advanced safety features. One of them is adaptive cruise control. This is the cruise control button. Right now, we have no display of that same icon, but as soon as I press it, notice it comes up there above the odometer. So now we're in cruise control mode. It's in standby. When you get to the speed you want, you simply pull this lever down to set, and you will set your speed. Adaptive cruise control, when it has that picture of the car above it in the icon, what that means is that if you set your speed, for example, at 65, and you come up on a car going 65, you set your car at 65, you come up on a car going 60, your car senses that car and automatically will slow to match that other car's speed. As soon as that car's not in front of you anymore, you'll resume your speed. This button is used to control the distance you're willing to follow. So as I repeatedly press it, notice the bars that are changing in the center. That's how far you're willing to follow that car in adaptive cruise mode. Okay? This other button with the lane markings, if we press that, the same icon appears up here. And that is used to help keep you in your lane. It actually will provide some assistance. And if you start to drift out of your lane, it'll provide a warning by vibrating your steering wheel, and it'll pull you back in your lane. That works over 45 miles an hour, so it's meant for highway use. When the camera up at the top of this windshield on the outside sees the lane markings on the highway, that icon turns green. That's how you know it's active. Same with the cruise control. When you press set, that turns green. That's how you know it's active. The car can be changed from adaptive cruise control to regular cruise control like we've always had. And that's done by simply pressing and holding this button for 2 seconds. So I'm going to do that as we watch the change in the dash. So holding. Notice cruise mode selected. There's no more picture of a car with that icon. So now it's in regular cruise like you've always had. I'm going to press and hold the same button again, and it'll change back. ACC, Adaptive Cruise Control. Okay? Over here are your hazards, which you can never find when you need them. Automatic climate control. So my suggestion is leave it on auto and then change the interior desired temperature. Okay? Over here is your glove box. You can pull the lever to open it, and there's your MSRP label off the window and your owner's manuals. On your door is your trunk release. So if I press and hold for 2 seconds, the trunk pops open. One of the nice things about these smart keys is that if you have it in your bag or your purse or something and actually throw it in their trunk by mistake and close the trunk, it knows and pops back open automatically. So you should not be able to lock that in the car. If you have long items and you want to put that back seat down, this handle gets pulled and then you push that back seat down and then you could put long items in the back. That's a quick tour of your new car. Oh, you do have a storage bin here also with a movable change cup. Some people leave it in, some people take it out. Back seat, plenty of room. Seat belts are still buckled, hasn't been used. You can't adjust your seat belt higher or lower. So if it's biting into your neck, you simply squeeze these together and move that down or up if you prefer. I think that's it. So enjoy your... Oh, one other thing. This is how you control the seat height with this lever. To raise it, you repeatedly press the lever up. To lower it, you push it down repeatedly. So the seat goes down or the seat goes up. Okay? And between your legs here in the front, that lever, that bar gets lifted up, and that's how you move the seat. So that's that beeping sound. Let's do that again so you can hear it. That beeping sound means the car is running and there's no key in the car. The reason that's important is you could give the car to someone to drive and they could drive it, but as soon as they turn it off, they won't be able to restart because the key is not in the car. Okay? So I just turned the light switch so you can see your daytime running lights, which are always on for safety. And then there's that camera up at the top of the windshield that I mentioned. So thank you again. I appreciate your business. Please let me know when you need me. I'll talk to you soon.